What's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys a quick mission guide for the tier 4 Legion mission known as Wingman. But before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Go ahead and throw an easy goal of 100 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find a way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Alright, so this mission is going to be 3 parts. Part 1 asks us to kill 17 enemies while holding a hostage. Now, in order to get a hold of a hostage, you guys will have to pick up a rescue hostage contract. So you guys will want to go and find one of those on the map, the closest one to you, of course, and you guys will pick that up, sending you over to a miniature stronghold where you guys will clear out the enemies, defuse the bomb, which saves the hostage. Now, normally you guys would just grab the hostage and take it to the exfil chopper, drop it off, or maybe even exfil with it, but in this circumstance, you're just going to want to pick it up and use it to do this mission. Now, the great news about the rescue hostage as well is you will be able to hold on to the hostage as long as you would like until the gas comes in, because the gas will eventually kill off the hostage. So essentially, you can go throughout the entire match just holding onto the hostage if that's what you choose to do, which gives you plenty of time to actually get progress on this mission. So again, part 1 is asking us to kill the 17 enemies while holding the hostage. It's important to note the only thing you can do while carrying the hostage is shoot a pistol or handgun. So it's important that you guys make sure you infill with one of these, whether it's one from your contraband or one that you guys choose to build through the insured slot. I used the X12 that I built myself, but you guys are going to want to set yourself up for success by equipping a handgun and of course making sure it's set up with some great attachments. Now, once you guys are ready to go in, you guys will of course have the handgun. You guys will pick up that hostage and then you guys will be able to eliminate enemies while holding onto it. Now, for this first part, it is pretty easy because you guys can just look for those tier 1s and basically just aim for the head and eliminate them pretty easily. There are going to be some in the area from when you collect the actual hostage itself. And if you guys are having any issues finding enemies, I'm pretty sure if you guys just move around the map and look for them, you guys will be able to find them. Cars will come in, drop them off, reinforcements will come in. There will be tons of ways for you guys to find enemies, but once you guys eliminate 17 enemies while holding onto the hostage while using the handgun, part 1 will be complete. Now, part 2 is asking us to kill 3 riot shield enemies while holding a hostage. This isn't going to be as easy as part 1, but it is pretty straightforward as well. And if you guys go to the location that I'm going to recommend for this, you guys will be able to get some of part 1 done at the same time. Essentially, what you're going to do is once you pick up that hostage, you're going to go over to your closest stronghold. Now, you don't even have to access it by going through with a key card, but if you do have a key card, it can make it a little bit easier. You guys are essentially just going to go over to it and peek through the windows and see if you can get any eyes on the riot shielders. If you guys have anyone else with you, they can of course throw the snapshot grenades, which will allow you to see through the walls, and of course it will ping the riot shielders, making it a lot easier to see where they're at. But the idea here is maybe you guys will be able to eliminate a few of the riot shielders, as there is typically at least 2 of them within a stronghold in each and every one of those strongholds. So you guys should see at least 1, if not 2 riot shielders in a stronghold. If you guys are having any issues shooting through the windows and actually getting the eliminations, you guys can of course open the stronghold using a key card and kind of bait them out that way. In that case, it definitely helps to have teammates with you to kind of get a little bit of an aggro on them, so that way you guys can just shoot the riot shielders in the back. But definitely recommend visiting strongholds until you are able to complete 3 riot shield eliminations while holding the hostage. Part 2 will be complete. Now, part 3 is a little bit more difficult than both the first 2 parts, as it's asking you to kill a commander while holding a hostage. Now, you will have to be the one that gets the elimination. I chose to go for the Juggernaut as I have a pretty sophisticated strategy for eliminating him, and I thought it would be pretty straightforward, and I was actually pretty correct on this one. Now, it does help again to have other people with you, as they can bring stuns or things that will help benefit you in the battle against the Jug, but my first recommendation here is to actually complete an intel contract the moment you get into the match. The reason for doing this is once you're able to go and grab the contract, it'll send you to the laptop, you'll grab the intel, you'll take it to the radio tower and you'll upload it, and it'll actually ping the location of the Juggernaut, allowing you to actually see where its specific location is, making this significantly easier to actually pull off. Now, once you guys know the location of the Jug, you're going to want to go grab the hostage contract, so that way you guys can go get your hands on the hostage. You guys will grab your hostage once you've completed that part up to that point, and you guys will be able to go and challenge the Juggernaut. Now, the idea with the Jug is to pull the Juggernaut to the edge of the weapons case circle, as it will not actually leave this circle no matter what. So you guys want to pull it to the edge. I chose to use the side of the hill at Zaya Observatory to my advantage. There's plenty of other ways, just depending on where you're at, in order to do something very similar. The idea here is to get the Jug in a position where it's at the edge of the circle so it can no longer travel forward, and put yourself in a position where you're in a head glitch or somewhere where you can actually begin to fire at the enemy, but still be able to kind of crouch and cover when you need to. Once this guy starts shooting, he does a lot of damage really quickly, so it is important that you find the right cover to do this. But I essentially just kept peeking, firing my handgun at his head the entire time. When I got the chance or heard that he was going to actually start firing, I got into cover for a second, reloaded my weapon, and then re-challenged him again. Now, it did take a little bit to actually be able to eliminate him, but aiming at the head pretty consistently made this pretty easy. My buddy was supposed to be throwing stun grenades, but he managed to miss them, so he wasn't a whole lot of use to me, and I had to make sure that he didn't actually get the elim. But I told him not to shoot anything at all. I was able to pretty much eliminate the Juggernaut solo while holding onto the hostage using this handgun. The handgun setup was probably a good part of the success, but using an X12 12 overall is just a pretty decent handgun, so you guys won't have too many issues getting through this. I do think that getting yourself in a good position with the Juggernaut is important to the success of this, but it is good to know that it is extremely easy in the sense that once you get the right spot, it's pretty straightforward, and you can even do this solo. But once you guys are able to eliminate the Jug and you guys are wrapped up with part 3, you guys will have completed the Wingman mission. That's going to wrap things up for today's quick mission guide. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.